Welcome to today's Explainer. So, we're diving into something absolutely mesmerizing today, which happens to be featured on Bing right now. We're talking about the raw, real time power of nature over at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. You know, most of the Earth's surface changes at this incredibly glacial pace. We almost never actually see geography shifting with our own eyes. But here, oh, it is a totally different story. We are literally watching a landscape operate in fast forward. Okay, let's dive into this. Just think about your typical landscapes for a second. Mountains, valleys, plains, right? They usually take thousands upon thousands of years to change. It's a process so painfully slow we can't even perceive it. But contrast that with Hawaii's Big Island. Out there, the land is literally being reshaped in a matter of hours. Lava flows are continuously spilling right into the ocean, generating brand new Earth right before our very eyes. It's basically geologic time just completely compressed into a single afternoon. So the crucial point is, because of this beautifully volatile, rapid reshaping of the Earth, people actually recognized its immense scientific importance a really long time ago. This isn't just some recent realization. In fact, Hawaii Volcanoes National Park was officially established way back in 1916, specifically to preserve this ever-changing environment. And they didn't just cordon off some tiny little viewing area either. The scale of preservation here is absolutely massive. For more than a century now, the park has protected over 1,430 square kilometers. To put that into perspective, that is a vast, sweeping stretch of dramatic volcanic terrain, lush native forests, and rare wildlife, all safely preserved right within these boundaries. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is driving all of this incredible transformation? Well, that brings us to the real engines of creation here. The park is actually named after its two resident volcanic titans. They each possess their own completely distinct power, and when you put them together, they literally drive the entire ecosystem. And this brilliantly illustrates the dynamic duo we're talking about. First up, we have Kīlauea. It's famously known as one of the world's most active volcanoes. During its eruptions, you can literally watch its lava flow straight into the Pacific Ocean, where it violently steams and cools down into entirely new rock. It's a literal earthmaker. But then you contrast that with Mauna Loa. While Kīlauea is known for that constant active flow, Mauna Loa, it absolutely holds the heavyweight title. It is the world's largest active volcano by volume, just an undeniable giant of nature. Let's move to and see how this builds, because to really grasp just how restless this giant is, we only have to look back to 1843. That was its first well-documented eruption. And since then, yeah, it hasn't exactly been sleeping. Over the course of the next 183 years, Mauna Loa has erupted a staggering 34 times. 34, which of course brings us right up to the present day, where the mesmerizing power of this entire region is being featured for the world to see today on Bing. But you know, amidst all this fire, the shifting rock, and just the sheer destruction, there's actually a quieter, incredibly beautiful narrative happening at the exact same time. This chaotic terrain is simultaneously a sanctuary of life. It shelters these incredibly delicate native forests and rare species, like the nēnē, which is Hawaii's state bird, and the highly endangered Hawaiian petrel. It's amazing when you think about it. The very forces that wipe the slate completely clean are the exact same ones providing a protected haven for all this fragile wildlife. Which brings us to a really perfect summary from today's source material. They wrote, "Shaped by fire and time, the park continues to protect a landscape that never stands still." Just let that sink in for a second, because it absolutely nails what we've unpacked today. We aren't just looking at rocks, we're looking at a living, breathing environment that's been carefully preserved so we can literally witness the Earth being born. So I want to leave you all with a final, kind of provocative thought to chew on. If this incredible landscape is truly shaped by fire and time, and we know for an absolute fact that it never ever stands still, what will it look like tomorrow? It's a deeply fascinating, humbling thing to ponder, isn't it? Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for today's Explainer. Keep feeding that curiosity of yours, and I will catch you on the next one.